Ooh la la.
Got ourselves a yard sale going on here, guys. Got some of my shit there.
Josh's stuff. Some Steve's stuff. Tree stand, duffel bag, bow, cooler. Whole bunch of stuff. And Pac-Man. How about that?
All right, any deer camp needs a grocery run. So we're about to go do that. We're gonna head to Piggly Wiggly now. It is pouring, raining. It's about to be thunderstorming. It's Josh in the background. It's about to be thunderstorming here shortly. It already has at least once or twice. And we're ready to hit the road and get back as quick as we can because we don't really want to deal with that. And then chill until dinner later. And then it's hunting tomorrow, guys. We're hoping the rain shuts off by about 10 in the morning and hunt the rest of the day pretty much. So stay tuned for that. Let's go get some groceries. All right, groceries have been gotten. We are headed out to our favorite bar slash restaurant in the area, and we are gonna go get some delicious food. So we will talk to you guys a little later. For now, we don't really like to bring the camera in there because I don't want to be that guy carrying a camera. So we're gonna go in there, enjoy a deer camp type bar, food, restaurant deal. Talk to you guys a little later. nothing cut. Little morning update. As expected, it rained all morning. Turn these wipers off real quick. As expected, it has rained all yesterday afternoon, into the evening, overnight, and into the morning. But also as expected, I've been staring at this radar. Looks like it's gonna be pretty much out of here by 10 o'clock. There might be a little burst that happens around 1 or 2 o'clock. Winds are staying steady all day long, guys. We're talking 25-mile-an-hour steady winds almost the whole day, gusts over 40. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm not getting in a tree with that kind of wind. I mean, I'm nervous enough to just be in the woods, you know, in these kinds of winds, but I guess I'm gonna do that anyway because I'm definitely going hunting today. And the wind's set up absolutely perfect for me to go into the buck nest. I mean, just totally in my favor. The south wind is the most favorable wind I can get, and not even that, we got a southwest wind, which is like perfect. So I couldn't pass up the opportunity. We are definitely gonna go into the buck nest today. I thought I might give it a couple days before I went in there, wait for the cold weather to hit, but public land, guys, sometimes you just gotta hunt your hunt, you know? All right, brother. All right. Good luck, man. Alright guys, just got to the spot, just met a new guy to talk to out here, I guess you could say, a source of info, nice guy named Jim. I met him out here, and he actually, just last weekend, took a buck that I have on camera out of here. Now, it wasn't the biggest buck I had on camera out here, but it was a good one. He took a very nice looking 8-point out of here last weekend, and from the description of the area, it's within a couple hundred yards of where I got my cameras at, and he said he's got 13 cameras out here. He's got me beat. I got 9 out here. Actually, 8 are currently hung. I got one in the house back at the... I should have brought it with me. Whatever. Windy, still looming possibilities of rain, and we're headed in, guys. I'm parking a little away from where I normally would, and we're gonna walk in here, hopefully run into some super hot sign, film some deer. I may be going back and forth between putting the camera away in the backpack. All right, guys, we got our ground set up. Bo's just leaning on a tree. Backpack, tripod, and we're close to what I know is the buck nest. I have 2 cameras in here, maybe about 150 yards away from me. And there's been a lot of bucks showing up throughout the summer in here, and I know at least one of them has been taken out by Jim, so congrats, Jim. But there's more in here, so I'm gonna stay put. I'm tucked up against this tree here, trying to use some of this cover, and obviously I got the rain gear on. First sit, see what it turns up. About just under a half a mile in, so we'll see what happens, guys. I'm underdressed. This wind cuts through you. It's been like 30-mile-an-hour steady since I got out here at like 11:30. It's like 3:45 now. So we've been out here for just over 4 hours. Treated it as an exploratory day with the wind and all, and the rain making for quiet walking, but honestly it's kind of a wash. I looked at the radar and there's actually another spell of rain coming in pretty heavy in about an hour. It's going to take me about 45 minutes to walk out of here, and I don't really feel like getting poured on any more than I already have. I've been getting rained on all day. It never stopped, like it was looking like it was going to, so I've had the Canon put away this whole time, and I've just been walking. I've probably walked 2.5 miles, and I'm at this moment like almost a full mile in, so I've never been into any of this. Right here behind me, I don't really know what to think of it. There's no heavy trails leading into it or anything like that, but that doesn't mean that there's nothing going on in here. But I'm gonna put the cannon away. We're slowly gonna start working our way back and see if we can find any good sign on the way out. Scout our way out, because it's a rain day, kind of a wash day, but weather's looking good from here on out. So other than Thursday might be shitty. Make use of the time you got, right, folks? All right, let's start working our way out of here. All right, guys, we had a hell of a last couple hours here in the deer woods today. Honestly, guys, I saw the biggest buck I've ever seen in my life this evening. No exaggeration. I mean, just based on watching a bunch of videos, that deer had to be anywhere from 140 to 160 inch deer. I mean, mega. Like, it was at least a 10.4 on each side, very symmetrical. It had 6-inch past the ears on either side, so I don't know what that spread ends up being, but it was probably like a 20-inch spread. 10-inch tines. Brow tines were about 7 inches and at least 4 on either side. So, I mean, that was most definitely the biggest deer I've ever seen. I saw him bedded up with this doe, and I mean, gosh, guys, we saw that spiker first with the doe, and I got excited enough, and then I was trying to find a place that I could put a tree stand, you know, nearby, because I'm thinking about the spiker, right? I'm thinking about the spiker, and you know, that's pretty much what I got last year. So I'm thinking about him. I'm getting excited. It doesn't bother me none. You know, I'll probably still take a spiker this year. It's only going to be my first ever deer. But then as I'm kind of moving forward, trying to find a spot to set up in the morning based on the spiker, I'm looking ahead at this really thick stuff, and there's this depression in front, right? So this depression in front, I said there might be another deer, you know, bedded in there, but I said, nah, not within 50 yards of another buck, right? Well, turns out there was a doe down there. She busted out, and as the doe busts out, I see a buck, the giant buck, come down from the forest down to meet her as she's bailing out of there, and they just shot down this lane here that we're in, and it's all thorn bush. It's super inaccessible, which I like. I mean, not a lot of people are going to be willing to come in here, because I walk through straight thorn bushes for 100 yards minimum to try and get in here. It's only thorn bushes and burrs. That's all you get to deal with on the way in there, and that's where you have to be in order to get to this spot. So I picked out a tree I think I'm going to try and get up in. It's not going to be a high climb. Maybe 10 foot is the max I can get in this tree, but it's enough to put me in shooting position to kind of aim down on this lane that runs about 10 yards out the timber, and that lines up nice with where they just were. So there's a total of 2 bucks, 1 spiker buck and 1 giant. The giant I'm gonna name Big Jim. So we got Big Jim, and then Josh actually seems to be getting on top of Biggie Smalls, which is the buck that I have trail camera pics of. So that's kind of awesome, because it seems like there's at least one good buck laying down nice rubs in the area where I had pictures of Biggie Smalls all summer. So there's a good chance it's Biggie Smalls or one of the other bucks that were in there putting down all this sign. But that's what Josh is getting on, so he's got some crazy sign on his phone he was showing me. A lot better than what I had. I'm pretty much focusing on this power line area for the next day or two minimum, and gonna see if that buck can come back. He was locked on a doe, you know, so the fact that I busted him out of there, the doe only really seemed to be the one that knew what was going on. The buck just followed the doe out of there because she was leaving and he joined. So that gives me a little bit of confidence, you know, coming into tomorrow morning. I'm waking up at 3:30. I'm waking up really early. Trying to get in this tree stand a good 45 minutes before legal shooting even happens. So we're setting the standard pretty high tomorrow morning. If I do get a shot, it's gonna be like a 15-yard shot, close quarters, and it's gonna be a good one. So let's see, guys. Stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. We're just enjoying a little deer camp. Got some pulled chicken and like fiesta corn going over here. Looking at a little footage, GoPro footage that is, because it was raining so bad today. But that's day one. That's day one, guys. Tomorrow's day 2. Yesterday was day 0. And the weather's starting to turn around. We got lower winds in the morning, high of like 54 tomorrow. Tomorrow night into Monday gets down to 31 degrees. So Monday morning at sunrise is going to be 31 degrees. So that could really be some good stuff, guys. But stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. That's the end of day 1. We're moving into day 2. Yes, it's no secret. We're having a couple brews in celebration of seeing some deer today. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for day 2, and it could get wonky.
You